it's going game
fine.
5.
Just
based off of the history between these teams, based off of how both teams have been playing today,
yeah,
I can see this going 5 games. And like I was talking about when I was on the desk before last series began, I think it's got to all go on to Ixo's shoulders. He's got to be the MVP if the Monkeys are going to survive.
You know, I tend to agree with you on that, and we always tend to agree with each other, but...
Don't
you dare. All right, we're going to get this one on a good foot.
Right,
don't you dare.
All right, I love you.
So, thank you. I love you too. Ixo was impressive during the rival series. He's really impressed me with his defense, especially coming into the season. So I'm sure he's going to be an X factor. But, man, Carrion was hot all day today. We'll see if that continues forward. But welcome to our first series here. That's a slow touch, and it'll be taken away. And with still plenty of time left on the clock, the offensive attack thus far is here for Monkeys as they continue on into the blue half. It will be Matane bringing this one out.
Oh my
gosh. Can he still get the touch? Just a little bit too wide to the left, Subi. Couldn't get centered in time.
Seeing these plays almost develop and almost come to fruition are incredible. The passing plays that the Monkeys are trying to come out with are great. The demo opens things up. Carrion runs out of boost, and all Ixo has to do is put it far post.
Sometimes as easy as reading 1, 2, 3. ABCs, it all works. Look at that. Not able to get there in time. Right down to the left corner. Beautiful read out in the elbow. But hey, simple goals like that are what will burn you. You have to work overtime for the hard stuff. And man, it's going to come at some point or later. You got to tell that Solary, they're going to start waking up here, but Carrion, maybe he's that guy to kick things forward. He's going to try to bring this one out to midfield, get it over 1, but the defense will be there. Monkey's going to take it back the other way. Yukas in transition will intercept into the corner. Boost grab, perfect. Arju taking it out. Can't get it over Exotic. Down to the other side we go. Up in transition, back from the ceiling, it's Carrion. Can he get it over Matane? Not going to happen. Defense thus far for Monkeys, holding strong in their lower third.
They are, and right now, Solary getting a nice shot, but a little too tight on that angle. But Solary are looking to headhunt on the defensive front and offensive front, and they've just missed. But you see Ixo, the Monkeys, they're making sure they're making contact and making those demos worthwhile.
That one's going to hang a little too long up top. We'll see if it gets challenged. It will. Ixo came down for the read. Doesn't have boost, though. Will grab it in the corner. Some to burn. Matane with none. Back the other way. Yukas will intercept. Extend the play, possibly. Exotic following in transition. Centered out for a pass, but Arju takes that one and dumps it out the other way. To the adjacent side we go. Ixo will swing around, and Yukas will come in for the challenge. So here comes Solary into the lower half of Monkeys, but, well, they just haven't been able to really formulate a lane thus far. It's been defense from Monkeys that have held them in this game. A 1-0 lead, surely to slip away, but man, oh man, these passes back and forth have really cleared the way. They're doing a great job holding off the push from Solary.
Yeah, the Monkeys are just closing up those passing lanes just due to their aggression in the defensive half. They're not allowing any space to Solary right now, and that's not giving much in terms of passing plays. So good on them to continue to do that. Here comes Arju, but that one gets away from him. Sure, he'd like another shot at that, but Exotic puts that one dangerously over to the side. Arju didn't have boost, and you think if he did, he could have turned on that and possibly put a nice hard shot on target. Here comes Yukas going up, looking for a double. And that's been the story of Solary's game so far. Weak hits and inaccurate as well, I'm sorry. Yukas again up off that back wall, and they just can't seem to formulate any type of offense coming off that back wall as well. That one close, but again, the defense holding strong from Monkeys.
I mean, they're really forcing the issue at the front of the box. I love what we're seeing. It's just, like you said, they just can't find a shot to land. Matane, however, will bring that to the corner, and they'll recover this one at midfield. Yuka's not there for the touch. Exotic, the only defender out to make a stop. He'll do his job perfectly. We'll see that one get sent back the other way, and Carrion will again transition this ball out. Can he extend it? Arju with the big save. Brings it back out to midfield, up to Ixo. Can he play it from the corner? The pinch is there. Arju leaves it up for Matane, who has to fall back. Now a chance for Solary. Double touch not going to come in. The defense was strong on the backboard, and they'll bring that one back down. It's Yukas with a flip over 1. Carrion off the backboard. Anyone there to follow up? Exotic. Yeah, he'll do that all day long. A quick, solid sweep, ba-bam. They make it 1-1.
That's a great catch and carry there for Yukas to keep this play alive. And then he saw that beautiful pass off the back wall. All Exotic has to do is make contact and make sure it goes towards the net. Just under 1 minute of gameplay to go here, and it's all tied up. Solary really digging their feet in the trenches getting it done when crunch time matters.
Tie game going into the last 40 seconds. Exotic trying to bring that one out and center it again. Ixo will reel it in. Gets it over a defender, and Carrion, it's going to be actually in a good spot. If Yukis can get this ball ahead, Carrion was there possibly for a read. Exotic will take that low challenge, send it towards the net. Ixo with the save. Here comes Carrion on the other side. Two players, though, will hover up, and it's Monkeys, again, holding strong at the line, back the other way. Yukis should be able to recover. Ixo not able to get ahead in time. So the idea was there, but execution on the play, not just quite. 10 seconds left in game number 1. We could be looking at OT, should we be so lucky. That one's going to come ricocheting down, and it'll pinball itself back to midfield. Ixo with the stall out. Yukis will challenge. We may see him elect to kill the ball. Carrion with a double touch there to help out his teammate, but it didn't quite work out, and that one will come down. So easy reads. We go into overtime.
And I like that there from Solary, just letting that ball hit the ground. You don't want to get too greedy there at 0 seconds, trying to keep that ball alive. We know it's an unwritten rule of Rocket League, but at this stage of the game, this competitive field, don't want to give away an easy one. And a double commit coming out from Solary, but they almost made it count. Arju, last man back, made a diving save on the goal line. And here comes Ixo. Can't get that pre-flip to touch, and Matane gonna slow things down, take the ball in the air. And you saw it there, Spaceman. Ixo playing the fullback, just trying to clear defenders out off of that goal line.
Well, a couple of times we've seen RG be the last line of defense, and how big has he come on the line? Ixo able to respond, trying to read the pass from Carrion. It's Exotic who leaves it up, but RG will take it. No second touch into the corner, back to midfield. Solary on attack. Carrion goes for the challenge, will not win it. Not enough height on that ball. And no boost for Ixo, trying to center for a teammate. Big demo there. That one's going to hang. Matane with the corner shot, not going to land. Here comes RG with his attempt. Up to Ixo. Can he make it work? A little bit too low, and back down we go. Into the corner once again. The pressure. Just the pressure from Monkeys. Been relentless on this half.
Oh. And they're doing a great job right now of boost starving all of Solary. Exotic sitting on 12, back in net right now. Finally gets back to that back boost, but it's going to kind of stall their offense out as they had to scramble back for boost. That's a great job from the Monkeys, just really controlling the entire pitch and keeping midfield on lockdown.
Matane tried to get fancy with it. I love that. And Ixo, again, will throw his cards on the table. If you catch my drift, and there's a cold breeze brewing at some point, Subi, this game's going to get out of hand. A big demo towards the front of the net, but two defenders will be there. Back the other way, Matane with a shot. Great save from Yukis into the corner. Again, a couple of leading blows, but no one able to execute just yet. 2 minutes into this first game overtime. Exotic coming back down, will pinch. And it's back the other way as both teams getting a couple of booming hits, but no one really able to formulate an attack just yet. We've seen a couple of small daggers. Nothing landing, though.
Oh, dangerous touch, and Matane took all day long and had an open net, but whiffs on the shot. Ixo's up and can't get the touch. Opportunity thrown by the wayside here by Monkeys, and here comes Exotic. Did he get the reset? No. He doesn't get that nice pinch, but Ixo there for the block, and I've been very impressed with not only Ixo's defense, but the demos he's getting, not only just on offense, but at midfield, clearing Solary players out left and right.
And the last thing you want to do right now is throw caution to the wind. One mistake, this will be a game 1 win for either side. Yukis gets bumped. Oh, Ixo with the physicality to make this OT land.
Oh, just after I talked about it, you gotta keep your head on a swivel. Yukis tries to get away from him and ends up going off his own post. Kind of throws his bearing off, and it's a wide open net. That's an easy one for the Monkeys, but took a long time to get there.
Wow, Ixo's physicality once again comes through for everyone to see. We saw it in a couple series ago where he got 2 demos in a row to open up the net. The fact that he can just always find a way to be a nuisance, and he opens up possibilities. What did you talk about? Subi, you said it yourself. Ixo has to be big. He has to go huge. What did he do? He sets up that overtime aggression, and they capitalize on it. RG with a goal, Ixo with 1. And this team's looking very good. Monkeys take game number 1 at 2-1. If you're just joining us, hi, first of all, welcome. It's Saturday. Second of all, we got
Where
Monkeys
you been?
Solary. Yeah, seriously, like, what's going on with y'all? It's a pandemic. Stay inside and watch Rocket League. That's what we're here to do.
No, but you called him out, Ixo. We both were stressing his importance, and you wanted to see some more from Matane, which I agree. You want to see that from another veteran, but the skill set that Ixo possesses, you just know what he's capable of. And 100% goal participation in game number 1, about 33% shooting accuracy, and the aggression. That's exactly what we need to continue to see from this young man.
RG was such a standout last week, and I've been so impressed with his performance. He fits in really well with this team.
That's in. You hate to see it, but that's in. That's just a nice hard clear off of the back wall. It's an errant pinch between a Monkeys player and Solary, and it just goes the length of the field. And sometimes luck is on your side.
This happened like 6 times last week where I'd start talking, and all of a sudden there's a goal. And yeah, it continues. So Carrion makes it 1-0. Solary finally get themselves on the board. Matane almost made me throw up and punch my webcam, but that goal will not land.
You want to talk
Didn't
about
get a touch on the ball. Yeah, kinda. What are you doing later?
I'll be installing flooring, actually.
Hey, listen.
And I
don't know what that I don't know what that movie was where they're making clay together, but we can do that too. We'll continue on. RG into the corner. That one's going to go up to the ceiling. Ixo going to try to read it down to Matane. Back to midfield. Solary's chance now. Exotic with a touch. A little bit off base. Wide to the left. A challenge, though, from Monkeys. We'll keep this one into the corner. Back the other way we go.
I've been very impressed with the Monkeys' offense, and not only just their offense, but their ability to sustain pressure on the offensive half. That was a beautiful shot, just a little too much inside. Couldn't quite find the angle. But here comes Carrion, bombs it up to Yukis, and Yukis, great redirect to put it on target and put a little more speed on it.
He was such an X factor earlier today, and the fact that he can get involved to facilitate that pass forward, Yukis will capitalize. What a great touch. 2-0. Solary shaking off the Game 1 rust. Looking very good. Controlling midfield. Here comes Carrion. Doing what he does best. Bringing this ball right into the lower half. Exotic off the backboard. Yukis will not get there for the third touch. Looks like the Harlem Globetrotters at some points, as Solary are doing everything they need to keep this lead. Still plenty of time in this game number 2. Arju going to bring that off the backboard. Slow touch from Exotic towards the sidewall, and Matane will follow it up. It's Ixo with a bullet towards the top corner. Not able to make it land, though. Defense there. Yukis at the front of the box, up to Carrion.
And right there, if you're Yukis, you've got to put some more power on that. You had an outlet pass all the way downfield, teammate waiting at midfield, but because it was weak, it forced him to have to rotate back, and Ixo was able to challenge it. And speaking of Ixo, there's 2 more demos here in game number 2, just from him alone. But doesn't result to any offense, but they do quickly go back from defense back to offense. And it just seems like they're able to get on offense at will. And for me, Spaceman, you just got to start to wonder, what does Solary have to do to break out from defense to try and get control of that midfield better?
Well, I guess the only silver lining I see right now is that their defense is holding up A, and B, they're killing time, which is important. Matane a little bit off base. Arju couldn't get there for the follow-up. So when you're killing time like this, I mean, sure, at some point your defense is going to fall. You're going to give up a goal, and Ixo is going to do that. You saw it, Subi. You saw it from a mile away. It's little holes like that. You can only hold on for so long. The 2 commit comes in, and RG punishes them. Yeah,
you called it. It's just that double commit right there. Someone's got to call the other off or be a little more vocal and just say, I got it. So you telling your teammate, you stay on the ground and keep that net on lock. But all it was a quick pass midfield, almost like an infield passing play, and Ixo was ready and willing to put that nice hard shot on target and bring them back within 1.
That one gets dumped down to Matane, who will be able to bring this out past midfield. He'll do that into the corner. Challenge up from Yukis. I don't know what in the world just happened, but Arju was in the right place at the right time, and he walks away with the dub. Look at this goal one more time.
Arju kidding? Arju kidding? That is an impressive shot there to tie this game up, and all it took was about 25 seconds.
Yeah, now's a little bit of panic time. Now's a little bit of panic time for Solary. We just talked about them being able to kill time, clear the ball. They weren't able to do it there twice. Tie game. A minute 25. It's Arju bringing that all the other way. Carrion sets it up for Yukis. Ixo will get there, though, to intercept. Matane, can he read that off the ceiling? That's down and away. No way he's bullying that one towards the back of the net. 2 will commit. 3 on this right side for Monkeys. So they're stacking their deck. That big demo in the back opens up their lower third, so they can surely just play this ball maybe for a booming hit, which they will elect to do. Exotic going to bring it down. Can he get to midfield? Not going to happen. Matane with the intercept.
Oh, nice
down
bump.
for a
Double
teammate.
bump.
2 bumps. Oh!
You love to see it. My goodness, just comes in, puts his head down, takes Carrion at, and jumps on top of Yukis. I'm going to call it a Goomba stomp. It was a little sloppier, but oh, mama, what a turnaround from the Monkeys.
I have to keep it a PG. I have to keep it rated E. So much I want to say. But, man, what a gorgeous goal. 3-2. Just pain. Existential pain right now if you're Solary. What a great read through the defender if he could muscle that one in. Not going to happen. 3-2. 30 seconds left. A lead right now for Monkeys. Looking to go up 2-0 in the series. Should they hold on to this lead?
Oh, got him. Oh, got
God.
him.
Oh,
The
God.
entire defense. Oh, mama. This
Exotic.
is hook, line, and sinker. He baits the entire defense to come out of the net, and it's wide open for the shot. And just like that, we might be going to another OT, Spaceman.
Yikes. Not much you can say after that except yikes. We'll get into that one later. Exotic with the second touch. Not going to be there. Back from Ixo. Carrion does get taken out of the play. Yukis, what does he have to work with? Exotic will get the bump. That one will touch. We go to OT. Tied at 3 apiece. Challenge. Won by Solary. But Ixo's going to be there.
Uh-oh.
Yukis ran out of boost. RG will grab it. Matane, 2 touches. The follow-up. Defense strong for Solary.
Now Solary narrowly avoiding defeat there as Exotic, great shot, but Ixo rotating on that backside. Nice strong hit towards mid, but Solary gonna maintain pressure, but Arju finds an opening, bombs it downfield. Can't quite get the 50-50 on that ball. And Matane's just gonna use a lot of boost, an awkward hit, but it works out somehow, and here comes Eco on the offensive side, but can't quite get that towards midfield. And Solary gonna clean up through this corner, try and get it out of their half. Great pass. Yukis can't catch up to it, and a minute comes and goes into overtime, and we still obviously remain all tied up, and neither team looking too great on offense.
I'm waiting to see when Arju's going to break out, because he's been holding strong at the line, but he can be an X factor here. If you get a good luck, or good, wow, it's not English, get a good break. If you're lucky enough. Arju, well, there's the bump. He's found himself back to midfield. Now the rebound recovery effort, as Monkeys do their best to stall out. Demo from Ixo, we've seen that a couple of times. Arju will carry this one. Cannot get it over Exotic. What a great read that was. Matane, down from Yukis. Up again, Solary pressing the issue. Yukis missed his hit.
Awkward.
Carrion's there, missed his hit as well. Exotic, floater.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
easily taken away.
Oh my goodness. What is going on right now? I'm seeing explosions, I'm seeing hits that look like they should be coming off at 100 kilometers per hour and they roll off at 5. It's just, I don't know what is happening in this OT rather, but both teams a little hesitant. That shot's nice and hard, that shot's even harder, and that gives the Monkeys a 2-0 series lead.
Well, Ixo stepped up big time in game 1. He does it again. The dagger in OT. 4-3 win. Monkeys with a 2-0 series lead, like you said, Subi. And you know what? Going into this, I did not expect it to be this chippy. It's rough. Like, it's like, you know, 2 racehorses who are always in tandem with one another. and they're getting down the track. They're keeping pace, but small mistakes, Ixo's able to capitalize, and we go into game 3. I thought this one might go back and forth. I thought it would be either, like a game 5, or we could be looking at a bunch of OTs, which we have seen. But, man, Monkeys just look good. They're able to rebound, recover. No lead is safe. I'm just impressed.
We had 14 shots. That's incredible. And 6 of them coming off of Ixo's hood. He's been so dominant. He got a hat trick there off of the playmaker from Matane. And this team is just working in tandem. And I asked the question before the series started, what is Arju going to bring that Greasy Meister couldn't bring along with Breezy to Ixo? And I think we're seeing the difference. Arju, while he might not necessarily be an offensive powerhouse, he's a smart player, and he holds down that third man role perfectly.
That's consistency. That's dangerous. What a save. It's the consistency that I think really helps Ixo out, allows him to roam more.
That's it right there, being able to roam and giving him space like this. He's gonna find the opening, and the Monkeys, 25 seconds into game 3, take the lead. It's a long time. They just gotta hold on at this point.
I think Matane and Ixo work really well together. Arju has no issues holding the backline, and when you need Arju to step up and create pressure, he does it. Able to make one miss. Please don't do it. Please don't do it!
Yes!
Arju! No! This is not okay! This can't happen. Just shut off the stream. This can't happen.
Woo! Takes the ball up, takes the defender out, and it is so beautiful when an explosion is followed by balloons and confetti. Oh! Mama, you love to see it.
What did I just say? What did I just say? He can press the issue. Ixo gonna wrap around. That one will get taken away. Monkeys have woken up, and they are just firing on all cylinders. Ixo, awkward touch. That one gets bounced around, and Carrion will read it off the sidewall. A little bit behind it. We'll have to give it up. Yukas could not get the hit there. Now comes the pressure, and here comes the issue. When you commit 2 players right now for Solary onto that right corner, and you try to bring that ball forward, if you get caught with a booming hit, you have to rotate back quickly. You're not able to do so. Exotic! What an angle!
Look at this cross-body shot. You're kidding me. And Arju, you see him pull that E-brake. He tries to get back in time, but the shot placement from Exotic was picture perfect. It's all the way on the left-hand side of the post, and he somehow goes all the way back to the right. Solary not going down without a fight.
I just want to know where all these goals were in the past 2 games. Like, where was this? I'm getting lightheaded. Gotta breathe. Feeling okay. Oh, 2-1.
I'm certified in CPR if you need it.
Hey, bro. Don't threaten me with a good time. 3 minutes left in game number 3. It's a 2-1 current lead for Monkeys, but who knows how long that one will last. Arju, not a lot of boost, will go down and grab the corner. No, maybe not. Yukas
later
trying to do miracle work, and Arju will take it away.
Ixo just hit the ground. That's how far he went. He went up and kissed the moon, and now he's back.
Yukas bringing it back to his own net. Uncomfortable, sure. Exotic, slow touch, over 1. Ixo should be there to read. He will. Arju again going to bring this one out. Able to get over 1. Doesn't really win the 50 though, but it keeps it contested long enough to allow Matane to come underneath and Ixo to get centered out. Yuka's trying to work over both. It won't happen. Over to Exotic. Sets it up for Carrion. Not there. A bad pass. And everyone's just kind of showing up in midfield. They're bringing out like the picnic tables. They're just saying we're going to set up shop. That pinch down from Carrion with no boost. We'll set it up to Yukas. There's the pass. Matane holding strong. Exotic. Ixo both battling for ball possession, vying for a spot. Here's the dangerous part. Can they get there in time? Ixo! Not gonna happen. Ba-bam! There it is. 3-1 lead.
It's a race to get to the ball. Yukas gets bumped and bumped again to get away from that ball, and Ixo just rolls it towards the net. Just a little lawn bowling coming out here in game number 3.
Face-off goes in favor of Monkeys, but it's Carrion up top on the ceiling. Please don't. Yukas 2, 3, easy.
Oh, that's a nasty pass from Carrion. He actually touches that ball on the strong side of it to slow it down, and Yukis is able to read that. The communication on that play was just brilliant.
Who knows what this game has in store for us. 2 minutes left.
Well, right
Monkeys.
now, sorry to cut you off there, Spaceman. No. My goodness, great ground pinch. It's always awkward being outside the studio because I can't look at you when I want to talk. Matane, okay. Difficult read, and what I wanted to talk about was the Monkeys' defense at this point. They're bringing that third man, and normally it's Arju, and we've been complimenting him on his unselfish play and how well he's holding down that back line, but their third man is kind of itching to get into the play right now, and at this point with a 1-goal lead, you gotta hold down that line a little better. Ixo holds it down there. Great pass to Matane for the clear. I love that transition offense, and oh my goodness, what is this pinch on the goal line?
That was just disrespectful. That's what that was. Matane plays iso ball. Takes 2 defenders with him. That was just disrespectful. Subi, to kind of bank off your point, bringing the third man up, you could tell they weren't satisfied with just a 1-goal lead. So now that they have 2, surely you would expect Arju to hang back a little bit more in that lower third. Surely.
I mean, you would think, but I've seen crazier things happen, and here comes Carrion. Good push out, but uses a lot of boost. Doesn't put himself in a great position, but he's back into the action, and that's going to be an easy clear for Arju. You see the sense of urgency on all of Solary. They're all pushed past midfield, and that allowed this easy clear downfield. And the clock winding down, 44 seconds to go. They need to find 2. This is a good opportunity. They got 2 in the air, but Matane and Ixo combined forces to get that pinch back into the blue half.
Exotic went for kind of a last-ditch effort challenge. Will recover. What a touch and what a defensive hold. I believe that was Matane who got his last hand on the ball. And Carrion's going to ring that one to the corner. Yukis gets absolutely destroyed out of the
love
play.
it.
19 seconds left. And we could be looking at a 3-0 lead.
He turned off ball cam at 5 minutes to go in this game. From the beginning, he knew that was coming. I mean, he just set his sights on the defender and never was looking at the ball. He knew from forever ago that all he wanted to do was demo him, to waste time on the clock, and that's all it took. Clock winds down, ball hits the ground, and the Monkeys pull off the sweep against Solary.
You know, there were parts of that series that obviously were close, but when you talk about just how hard Solary had to work for the majority of their goals, Subi, I mean, they, especially looking back at Game 2, going all the way down to the overtime, they really had to work like against the grain. Monkeys did not let up. The pressure from Ixo, the physicality that was there. Then you just look at Arju getting involved. Now you have to worry about the third man being up and punishing you. Matane, unwilling to let go of possession, bringing it right to 2 defenders and taking that one home. I just feel like Monkeys were so much more aggressive in Game 3, and I feel like they figured out all that Solary was able to throw at them, and they just rode with that all the way to the end.
I mean, I know there's a lot of different breeds of monkeys, and I know that they carry their young on their back. And Ixo carried the young on his back through this game. 8 out of the 10 goals in this game for the Monkeys, Ixo was a part of. That is incredible goal participation. And
that's pretty good.
We were saying it from before the match even started. We need to see more from Ixo. We saw more from Ixo, and we see what happens. And it's a scary sight, to be honest.
It is. And you called it out perfectly, and credit where credit is due. You said Ixo needs to be an X factor, and look at that. Like, defensively, transitionally, offensively, he was doing everything, man. And this team, look, Monkeys is scary when they're playing well. I think the biggest question, again, is can they stay consistent? That's the number one question for this team. But they look good, dude. They look really good. But Subi, before we send it to a quick break, any last-minute thoughts on the series, on the team as a whole? What are you liking and what are you seeing from Monkeys that gives you promise moving forward?
I mean, you called it, man. That consistency, that's what separates the cream of the crop from the coffee grounds that fall to the bottom. You got to be able to be consistent week in and week out. And if this team can be consistent, I know it's a long road, but if they can find that consistency, I think they could put themselves, I mean, realistically, top 8 in all of Europe. This is a team that has a lot of firepower, and I love the unselfish play that we see. We see a passing play after passing play, whether it's trying to get out of defense to go to offense or infield passes. If they can continue to do what they're doing, I mean, the sky's the limit for these kids.
I'm sure it is. And again, that discussion will continue both on Twitter and in our wonderful Twitch chat. But if you guys want to join the discussion, please make sure to head out to RL Esports and use hashtag RLCSX. Let us know what you guys are thinking about today's matches, as well as the matches currently going on in the other stream. But man, that was a fun one. I'm not going to lie to you. That was a really fun one. But until we get to our next match, we're going to throw it to a quick commercial break. And when we return, of course, Rocket League will continue. We'll continue the discussion, and we'll see what else we have in store today. We'll be back in just a moment.